What's happening, y'all? Rich Sosa coming back at you with another video today. And before we get started, I gotta say thank God King Jesus for another day and another opportunity. Comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I'll definitely be sure to get back to you with a response. So now, as y'all can see from the looks of the thumbnail, title, and screen, today I am bringing y'all one of the best, rare, and one of the better named center builds that, I know the big man and the post scores are gonna love this one. This one is gonna come out to the back to basket big. Now, I made my own adjustments to make sure that this build not only can be a true dominant post scorer, but I want to be sure that you can take this build not only into any game mode, but you're going to be able to do a little bit of everything if you follow exactly how I create this build today. So I just want to say thank every one of y'all for your support. I see y'all in the comments going crazy. So before we move any further, if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new. Smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. Now from here, man, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of today's build. So this is probably like the 11th build that I brought to y'all this year, and I'm going to bring out every single build in NBA 2K25, y'all. So if you can appreciate that, I would really appreciate the support. So let's go ahead and get started by putting this build under the center position. And then once we get into the actual height, I'm going to go with 7 feet today, or actually today we're going to leave this one at 6'11". Now, when it comes towards that weight, I'm going to go with 247. And then for the actual wingspan, man, we got to go ahead and put this to 7'7". Now, this is going to set us up perfectly in order, to be effective not only on the defensive end, but this is really effective with this wingspan for that post scoring, man. So let's go ahead and dive into this build today. The first thing that I want to get started with is going to be these physicals. So as far as when it comes toward this vertical, let's go all the way up to a 75. Once we get into that strength, I'm going to go up to a 91. And then as for the actual agility, you don't want to be slow, so let's go with the 60. And then for that speed, man, this may be surprising compared to previous years, but we're actually going to go with a 70. Now this build, I'm telling y'all, very balanced, especially when it comes towards these physicals. And I think it's only going to get better as we go throughout the build together. So when it comes towards the actual post scoring, man, let's go with a 94 for that close shot. Now I would have went with a maxed out or anywhere from a 95 and above, but take into consideration the cap breakers, bro. So when it comes towards the driving layup, leave this at a 45, 65 for that driving dunk. And then for that standing dunk, I'm going to put this to an 84 with the post control being all the way brought up to a 95. Now, look it, bro. If you change how you make this build, you can possibly get the same build name, but I made the most well-rounded version of it because when you start getting into the post scoring attributes and the defense, they're the most expensive areas on this build specifically for the attributes, meaning if you go ahead and let's say put your standing dunk or your post control all the way up to a 99, it starts to cost you, bro. Look, just 2 overall just from going to a 96 all the way up to a 99. So that's something that I wanted to save y'all and avoid in this build and really take into account with cap breakers, bro. It can actually save you a lot of overall. Now for the standing, we're leaving this as is, perfect. We also get some extra upgraded dunk packages, so I think that's going to be perfect not only for the driving but also the standing, bro. Now getting into the shooting, we're going to go with an 80 when it comes towards that mid-range shot. For that three-pointer, let's go with a 76. And then for that free throw, man, you got to go with a 73. And this sets us up perfectly on this build today. Now, for the shooting, man, this goes hand in hand with the post scoring because if you're doing hop shots, step backs, all of that good stuff for a post scoring big man, you definitely want to be sure to have some shooting on your build. So when it comes towards the pass accuracy, let's go all the way up to a 75. Once we get into the ball handle, I'm going to go with a 50. And then for that speed with ball, leave this at a 30. And this number right here will allow you to get the normal dribble animations, which I think that's more than enough because it's not going to make you do stumble dribble moves where you try to combo up and your player almost loses the ball. This is the perfect rating for that, for dribbling, bro. Now once we get into the defensive end, I'm going to go with the 74 for the interior. As for the perimeter, we're going to be able to switch on ball to smaller defenders, so let's go with the 72. As we get to the steal, put this up to a 73. The block, let's go with a 78. And then as you get into that rebounding, man, I got to go with an 86 when it comes towards that defensive. So when it comes towards these badges, man, I'm telling y'all, we are loaded on both sides of the ball, and these takeovers are really going to help us out on this build as well. So starting from, let's just look at them all together. The Hall of Fame ones, man, you get Float Game. We're also getting Hook Specialist on this build, and Post Up Poet, man. Like, those 3 badges, if you do decide to use your cap breakers, let's say towards that post control, man, remember I showed y'all you are saving 2 whole overall, man. So consider this to be a 101 overall build, man, with those cap breakers. As far as when it comes towards the actual Float Game badge, man, same thing can be said here. And then even more so when it comes towards, Hook Specialist, bro. I know this is a very fan favorite badge for the post scores, man. Very overpowered build, and I wanted to be sure to at least get all of the animations for the finishing that are going to be the most important. And I think this is realistically like more so a comp to a big man that is really an offensive heavy build. Now for the shooting, man, with an 80 mid-range shot, that will allow you to get some pretty nice jump shot animations, especially for the bases and releases. On top of that, for these badges, man, we get Gold, Paint Prodigy, Post Powerhouse, you get Box Out Beast, Brick Wall, man, Post Fade Phenom, like Aerial Wizard, man. Like, this is a really complete build. Let me know what you think about it down below. Are there any type of changes, adjustments that you possibly would go after? For those silver badges, man, like, you also get Immovable Enforcer, which this is one of my favorite badges defensively to keep up with your opponents. You get Off-Ball Pass, Dimer Man, High Flying Denier for that defensive end, Rebound Chaser, Unpluckable for the dribbling is going to be key. We get Rise Up, a Set Shot Specialist, Interceptor to be a hawk on the defensive end, man, Pogo Stick, Break Starter, and the defense itself, bro, like I'm telling y'all, this is a true all-around build that you can use and find success with for Season 1 in NBA 2K25. Now, we also get Paint Patroller. I went over this many times, bro. Easily one of my favorite badges to use, man. Now, we also got Deadeye here, Post Lockdown. Then from there, Shifty Shooter, bro, Glove, and then Challenger on a 6'11 build, bro. So for the defensive end, you're suited perfectly. And when it comes towards these takeovers, man, we get a good amount, at least 10, bro. So you get the barbecue chicken takeover for all of the post scores, man. This is going to be money for y'all. On top of that, we get badges like for the takeovers Elevate, Fundamentals, like the ones that give you a plus 15, like getting a plus 15 put towards your strength, bro, for Great Wall easily has grown into being one of my personal favorite takeovers. Which takeovers do y'all use? Because, some that catch my eye on this build, Horse, bro, especially being able to see the ball before it, hits the floor. I think that's going to be a real, really complete build all around. Now for physicality, if you want to get more out of the rebounding, you can definitely do so. Midi Maestro, bro, like this build has the potential to have a 95 mid-range shot as a post scorer, bro. Like, imagine the type of work that you can do down low with this kind of build, man. We also got Grit, Glass Gunner. Now, this is easily the best takeover, bro, for any big man in NBA 2K25. You get a plus 8 put towards both rebounding stats as well as the three-pointer. So essentially with boost, you'll have an 84 three-pointer, and if you're bind boost, bro, that's going to be at least 85 and above. Now for Fortress, the plus 8 towards the strength and three-pointer, now that's nasty because you'll have that 84 to 87 or even 88 three-pointer with a 99 strength, bro. As a post scorer, like, this is one of the best, I'm gonna say, stretch shot, two-way stretch shot creator, man. And then for Board Beast, like, I think this build is really complete on both sides of the floor. So let me know your thoughts and opinions, man. I think this is one of the better rare post scorers, and I really like what 2K did this year with actually letting rare builds be usable this year, man. It seems like almost every build that I bring to y'all is usable for its purpose. So once again, I just want to say thank you for your support. God bless y'all if you made it to the very end. Now let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made the build correctly. And as y'all can see together, man, we get these three comparisons: Nikola, we also get Jack Sigma and Miles Turner, and together we have created the back-to-basket center big, man. Now realistically, I think this has probably been my favorite center build that I've brought to y'all, because this is a classic OG rare 2K, I believe 2K21, 2K22, bro. This was one of the more rare builds that, it actually wasn't usable back in the day, like 4 years ago, bro. So to see it now revamped and better than it was in previous 2Ks, bro, I think that says a lot with the way that we're moving in the 2K community. So the fact that we see more versatility out of these build names, bro, and the fact that there's so many to create, man, I think that makes it even better for y'all and me to find them for you. So, you know, I just want to say thank y'all for the support to the Rich family. God bless every single one of you. And I hope y'all like this build. If you are making it or have made a different, more rare build, bro, let me know in the comments, because the builds that I see y'all commenting on, I definitely want to be sure to recreate and review them for y'all, so maybe I can make them better. So if you have a build that y'all want me to make, be sure to comment it down below, man. But before we get out of here, I just gotta say thank God, King Jesus, for another day and another opportunity. And if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family, and last but definitely not least, with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.